But oh my God,
Kane is here.
Kane is here. Are you messing with me, Bill?
Oh, put it back on.
It's like, no.
Pat,
I figured I'd hide my wicked sunburn here.
Bill, where did you pick that thing up? That must be a lot of fun to see.
I've had that ever since way back in the Kane days, back in WWE. Nice.
But so thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We're doing our second episode of Tales from the Darkside. Do another 3 episodes, episodes 4, 5, and 6. So we're doing what tonight? See, we're doing Painkiller, The Odds, and Mookie and Pookie. So Painkiller. So let's see who the stand-up people are. Painkiller, the guy that's got the back issue. That's the fuck is his name? Who was the guy who used to do the Dunkin' Donuts commercials?
That was him. That's the guy, right? No wonder he's so calm in the show.
That's the time to make the donuts guy.
That was him because that's who I thought it was, but I'm like, he's not. I didn't think he was the right guy. I thought he was the guy that I always thought looked like the donuts.
No,
guy.
that's the time to make the donuts guy. And Mookie and Pookie has what's her name?
Tippi Hedren and Justine Bateman.
Justine Bateman, yep. Tippi Hedren, yep. And Slippage has
Danny Aiello.
As
I'm
sorry.
Painkiller,
The Odds is Danny Aiello and Tom Noonan.
Slippage is going to be probably 2 weeks. Slippage is the one with David Patrick Kelly. Yeah, The Odds is Danny Aiello. And the other guy, I don't know his name, but he was one of Rodney Dangerfield's buddies in Easy Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Noonan, yeah.
Noonan.
Red Dragon.
Noonan.
Yeah. Manhunter, the original Red Dragon.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just realized we're getting next week 2 weeks, whenever we do the next episode, we're gonna have to switch discs in the middle of the.
Yeah. Next weekend's no good because I'll be away. The boys graduate in college, so I'll be away next weekend.
Blake, we see you're going live in a little bit. We'll try to get in there. Put the notification on.
That's what she said. Yeah, no, I have the notification on. So yeah, as soon as we're done here, we're hopping over. So start late so we don't miss anything. Damn it. Everybody good tonight? Yeah, I was pre-gaming. I was telling Bill on my way home, my old drummer, my good friend Tommy. He's like, "Oh, where are you? Local?" I just happened to be like a block away buying beer at Log Tavern. I'm like, "Where are you? I'll meet you for a drink." So we did a little pre-gaming.
Where are you?
Thanks. There's one down. So this one's done, and then the next one starts this fall.
Get the hell back into town.
Oh, here's a buddy of yours. Look at that. Nanofusion Music.
Hey, what's up, JC?
There you go. JC, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. I hope everybody has copies of this. Did everybody buy this already? Come on, it's so fucking cheap on Amazon.
Yeah, it's
such a great show. I wish it was streaming.
These are some good episodes. These three are fun.
The first season, the other seasons 2, 3, 4, they're good. But I think the first season to me just stands out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
This is the ones I remember the most are from this season.
Yeah.
I didn't remember the Danny Aiello, The Odds one, and that's so far out of these 6. That's my favorite one I've watched, but that might be your guys' too.
That's a good one.
Know. Yeah.
It's my favorite one of these three for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Mookie and Pookie is kind of cool with the computer. Painkiller is the guy that plays the doctor in it. He's definitely creepy.
Oh, his whole laugh when we get to that.
Yeah.
And you know who that doctor is?
Oh God.
I didn't put any notes down for him.
You remember the movie The Prowler?
Oh, I haven't seen The Prowler in a long time.
Yeah. Who was he in The Prowler?
He's the sheriff. He's the Prowler.
Fuck. Holy shit. I didn't even put that together. Holy crap.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking right. But
I was sitting there trying to figure out if that was a Dunkin' Donuts guy, and then I seen the doctor. I'm like, what the blue hell is he from, man? That fake, like you said, that creepy laugh and everything. It's just like, what is he from? And then, it was the Prowler, man. He's the killer.
Oh, damn.
You know, Bill, you say you got that suntan. I should have thrown some of that color from that.
Oh, that blows, Ryan.
You have all this color on your head.
Have it on still.
Oh, I couldn't.
You own the
all that
series.
stuff down in the basement. I couldn't do that. Wife will kill me. Start dragging that shit down here.
So we're gonna hang out tonight, have fun, drink beers, get demonetized, and have a ball.
Oh yeah.
Can I tell you what I tried for the first time on a side note tonight that I had never tried before?
Men?
No, I've already done that. You were my most recent. Anyways.
Brett, when you were asleep, I was in your mouth.
My daughter got into Nutella. I had never had Nutella.
Oh, Nutella's that's like heroin in a jar.
Yeah, I was like, oh, why did you don't? I hope I don't see this stuff anywhere in the pantry again.
Oh God, my kids, like when they're done, they're like when they just like did a line of Coke, like when it's empty, they're like dipping their finger and they're like
brushing your teeth with it. You made it look like you're brushing your teeth with your finger.
Yeah, they love that shit. They're like, oh God. And my daughter yells at me if I buy the small one or the knockoff brand. Don't buy the knockoff brand. They'll be mad at you. That's like buying fentanyl. It's like the cheap shit.
Well,
I bought it once. And she's like, this isn't real stuff. I'm like, take it easy.
I was a late bloomer on this stuff, I guess. I don't know, but it is what it is. Everybody's Friday going well before we start?
Paul mentioned man-ass. What's the right? So Brian, while I got you, because you're in Texas, how far are you from Grapevine, Texas? If I head out there, how far are you? I'll have to go hang out.
Hey Pat, were you approved for Carol Stream yet?
I sent it in the other day, but now they want a whole. I'm gonna work on it when I'm in Detroit. They want like all the sites lumped into one big price, and I'm like, seriously, come on.
They're trying to save bucks.
So I have to work. So I'll be working on that next week in the hotel room when I'm bored at night. They'll keep me out of the brewery.
If you do change that one with the Weekend of Flashback, that Microphone Brewery is doing their big fest. I got some tickets. Very excited.
Oh, geez, it's 5 hours away. That's right. Texas is big as fuck. It's like a different country. Damn.
That's what Joe and Mary Beth said to me yesterday. They're like, we're not really part of the United States. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
They tried to secede. They did.
Yeah, you get your history there. Yeah, that's true.
They did. They tried. Damn. Well,
I'm drinking Traveler's whiskey and Diet Coke.
If I'm there long enough, I'll meet you guys halfway. Put it that way.
Ooh.
Meet you halfway. All right. So tonight we're watching Painkiller, The Odds, and Mookie and Pookie. So the first one that comes up is Painkiller, which stars I can't remember his name. What the hell was it? The guy that used to do the donuts. His name was Time to Make the Donuts, but he had a name. I don't remember what the hell it was on the commercial.
I had it up here.
Yeah. And he's actually studying to learn computers, and he gets an ailment where he can't move anymore. Remember, he's like sleeping on the kitchen floor.
His name's Lou Jacoby.
Been dead a while. It's a good episode. We'll talk about it more as it goes through. We don't want to blow our load and shoot the whole show.
He lived to 95. That's pretty impressive.
Did he really? Wow, that's not to sneeze at. Good for him. I guess he didn't eat the donuts. He just made them. No. So let's start this. You guys got all queued up?
Yep.
Ryan says we're in the greatest country of all, Texas. Tell you. Hey.
The stars at night are big and bright.
Whoa. That was
Deep
awesome.
in the heart of Texas. My wife is always looking at horse property, so a lot of good horse property in
Listen, they
Texas.
can leave me hanging.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
1, 2, 3. So we got Painkiller coming up first. You guys all set?
Ready?
You meant Judas Priest Painkiller, right? That's what I had queued up.
Yeah, we did Painkiller first, correct?
Yeah, we're just going in order, right?
Right in order. Filth, Floor, and Right. All right, so
Farm,
countdown.
filth.
1, 2, 3. Hit Painkiller.
It's the
Hit
clouds.
the Painkiller.
There you go.
Boom. Here we go.
But- So I will get a picture at this location if I ever make it to Steel City Con.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
wonder where the bridge is. That we have to find the bridge
Oh, I saved that address once you told me that person posted it.
and the crick. The crick.
The crick.
You go to the bridge. You got to go to the bridge, or we got to go to the tree, right?
But
It's the creek of the dead.
right, good. Ice rolling floor. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting night. I did a little pregame in. I don't know if you boys pregamed, but it's been
Oh, yeah.
a
I had a beer.
Darkside.
It was my first beer since I was in New Jersey with somebody.
That's the first. Get out.
He had alcohol poisoning when he got home.
We were real thirsty. Oh, it is the best intro. That's such a great intro.
Yeah, great intro. So the wife here, Peggy Cass.
Peggy Cass, she was a singer, or wasn't she?
Well, I'm gonna post it here.
She used to be like on game shows and stuff. I forgot about that.
This is a pretty crazy story about her. I'm gonna post it in the chat here. Here, read this. It's gonna come through.
That's
here.
right. I didn't realize
The
that was her. I
Living Dead,
remember she
George
used to be on
Romero.
game shows when I was a kid.
Why is that coming on?
Time to make the donuts. Is that a Carmel? Basis of computer programming. I know these so by heart. I'm telling you.
Do you notice they were watching Night of the Living Dead?
Yep, that's right.
And this is such a wacky premise too. How this turns out.
Yeah.
You know what he has to do to get rid of that pain. It's crazy shit. Brian's having the customary Friday night protein shake with some grits. I'll tell you, man. I said when I come back from my business trip, I gotta tell the wife, I said, we really gotta start doing something. I gotta lose a little bit of his belly.
Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I went about 2 miles today on that little silly ass run.
So the boss long time fishing for the New York Knicks. Right knee said instead of her injured left knee. Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
she had to wheel her back in for wow. I knew she was like a semi-celebrity, used to be on like game shows and stuff. I remember her being on game shows when I was a kid.
She's a bitch, though, right? Come on, I hate to say it. She's just a meanie.
He picked up the littlest spoon that they had.
This is pretty funny, though.
It is.
He wants
She
more
just leaves, the best is she just leaves him on the floor later, just gives him a pillow and a blanket.
Yep. Didn't she already?
I know what it is.
She refused to let him eat the caramels before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at the spoon like laying right next to his head.
Just the calming personality of this guy the entire time. Does he raise his voice? Does he do anything? No, not at all.
No.
My spine.
My spine. The donuts. I can't make the donuts.
I've fallen and I can't make the donuts.
Is there somebody else with him in those commercials, if I remember right, too, Pat? I thought there's another guy. Maybe it's just him. He's just gonna sleep there.
He's just gonna sleep on the floor.
Getting all horny, rubbing herself. She steps over
He's
his
looking up-
face, gives him an upskirt. Look at
He's looking right up her skirt, right up her jacket, right up her smock. This is when he sees him out the window,
he
right?
knows that he can't get up
Yep.
and do nothing.
I swear, this episode, I would love to see this one like extended on like a creep show or Tales, like, well, not Tales from the Crypt, but like a real longer creep show episode or something.
There's better episodes than this.
Well, that's why I say this one. So there could have been a lot more, you know.
Yeah. Oh, totally, man. It's weird. It's a weird one.
Ryan hasn't had a cheat meal in almost a month. All this talk about donuts makes his mouth water. Fuck you.
Look at
Yeah, there he is.
the
Baby.
prowling again.
You see the prowler. Mopar, what's up?
This is the
Happy
snowman,
Friday.
man.
Nadine, hey Mopar,
There's somebody out there.
Get me a donut. There's something you don't see that much
Look at
anymore.
us. That's right over him.
Look at that. Again. Looks right up her friggin' thing. Dirty bastard.
What's
You want some of this? You better get up off your spine.
That's what she said.
Mopar's hungry too.
This guy gives me Errol Flynn vibes, the doctor, doesn't he?
Yeah, Errol Flynn, right? He needs to have like a scarf wrapped around, like he's swashbuckling. That's him.
This makes me want to watch the Body Bags episode with Stacy Keach hair. Remember the hair episode?
All
That's a good
right.
one. That's a good movie. I like that movie.
Body Bags is awesome.
Body bags is great.
Mark Hamill's really good in the one he did.
Yeah. Even Robert Carradine, that's a different role for him, huh?
Yeah, Robert Carradine, that was different. Right. David Naughton's in that first episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's a good movie. Cheers.
Cheers, bitches.
This is a good one. I like this. I get a kick out of it.
Yeah, but
I'm
not dropping any
sorry.
Velcro in his
I
shoulders.
had to do it.
This is like pay it forward for horror film or for short story, right?
That's a good analogy. That's true. Yeah.
Look at that picture
Yeah, so-
of the skeleton in the wall, the bones. It looks like something out of Alien.
You know, I didn't realize that some theaters were playing Halloween today because it's halfway to Halloween.
Hmm.
The
Oh, it's halfway
Imagine
to Halloween?
Theater. Yeah. Or was yesterday, technically, right? He just looks like he wants to start baking donuts.
Yeah.
You have to wear a hairnet on his shoulders, too.
He's a hairy bastard, huh?
Shave your back.
I don't know if I want him making my donuts.
Get all that hair in your donut.
Hey, you know what, though? 95, it's pretty good.
I had a hair in my eclair.
So if he died in 2009, damn, he'd be 110. It's pretty impressive.
Dang. Damn.
I also got to remember, this is 40 years ago. Pardon my language. These episodes.
You worked for amount of time before.
It looks like he's got the silicones, right? Did you see that?
This thing
Yeah,
got some,
yeah.
he's got, looks like an S&M device.
Or something out of Saw.
Did you ever see that movie, That's My Boy, the Adam Sandler one, where he's at the strip bar and the stripper comes out with that, just like that thing on? What's his name? The Nick Swartzen, the comedian's like, what the fuck happened to her? She's like, fuck you.
I haven't watched that one in a while.
That
And Nick Swartzen, what happened to him?
I love that movie. A lot of people hated it.
I like that one. That's one of the ones I did like.
It's a memorable movie. I just remember because I remember watching it the night before I drove to Indianapolis for that Jamie Lee Curtis horror round. So watching that on a high note.
What's the main guy? I can't remember his name.
The one that was on Brooklyn 999? Andy Serkis?
Yeah.
Adam, so Jason said I forgot.
Andy Samberg. Andy Samberg.
You ever see that movie where
I
he's
like that guy.
the one
Have you guys seen that movie?
The bike rider one? Where he's riding a bike?
Which one?
Where he's riding a bike where what's his name's his dad and he fights him at the end?
Yeah, Hot Rod, yeah. With the whole Footloose part when he's rage dancing or whatever.
Oh, what's his name?
Falls down that
Ian
hill for like a
McShane.
half hour.
Ian McShane's his dad? Oh, God.
Yeah. He always wants to fight him.
He makes that money for what, the heart transplant, right?
Yeah. Guy sitting there like dying on the couch. He's talking about he's going to kick his ass.
Once he's healthy, he starts fighting him right away. The first movie.
Yeah, that's a good one. That movie, Palm Springs. Did you ever see that with him? That's like the Groundhog Day movie.
No, I haven't seen that one. No.
Oh, that's a really good one. It's on Hulu. It's a Hulu original, I believe. He keeps reliving the day over and over, just like in Groundhog Day. It's funny as shit, man.
Now
and the guy who plays what's his name? The guy who plays J. Jonah Jameson. He's in all those like State Farm commercials.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know his face.
Yeah, he's in that movie. He's great in that. Yeah, Palm Springs. It's highly recommended. It's a good one.
I'm reading the back of his jacket here, the auto parts. Now I'm thinking of Tommy Boy. I make car parts for the working man.
Yeah.
Callahan. Good movie.
Yeah, great movie. Maybe I should call you Spanky.
You want some mustard on your sandwich?
How about mayonnaise?
You know, okay, maybe I just don't know. I'm sure the seniors women still use the curlers in their hair, right? I don't see that too often anymore with the women.
Oh, my mother-in-law.
No.
My Kathy's mom always had the freaking curls in her hair.
And you'd always see at the barber shops, they had those big machines that they put their heads in.
The perms. Aren't those the perm things?
Yeah.
No, they were hair dryers. They put their head in there, dried their hair.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. My mom used to own a beauty parlor when I was a kid. My mother and my aunt had a beauty parlor.
Mm.
Now you're making me think you don't mess with the Zohan. That's the other Adam Sandler where he's the barber guy.
This is great. This is when it gets interesting. When he goes
Yes.
to see the doctor.
I'm not someone you want to consult about barber shops.
What do you cut your hair every week?
Nah, if I want it smooth, every 3 days.
Every 3 days? Yeah.
If I want it smooth, sometimes I don't give a fuck up. But I can't let it go too long, because if it gets too long, then it's like really hard to shave it. So I can't really let it go over 3 days.
Gotcha. This doctor's pretty damn good though.
Yeah, he's just like, all he has to do is murder your wife.
Oh yeah, I did take down some notes.
Pay it forward.
Actually, all the notes I got mostly are for the next episode. There wasn't really anything I could pick up on this other than that this guy was the Prowler.
The next episode's just because those are some big name people in it.
Oh, the next episode's so good. So everybody in it, somebody. So good.
So is that why my back hurts? I have to go upstairs and kill my wife. It'll go away.
Great idea on the clouds in the background, Pat. Good stuff.
But
It's the very slow one syllable word. But. We got to put that
Man
on
with
the audio
confidence
pad.
kills wife and blames it on 80s TV show. News at 10. The TV made me do it.
we have to do away with Nadine.
Hey, Lurch. What's going on, bud?
I love how the
Hey!
light changed. Hey, what's up, Lurch?
What's up, Lurch? You joining
Look
in
at
the
you
fun
with that
tonight?
fancy wrench symbol.
What's that?
fancy.
Lurch is a moderator. He's not only a channel member. He's the moderator for the chat.
Nice. Way to go, Lurch.
He's not only the hair club president. He's also a client.
You were doing like that. You almost gave us that Tony Moran. What did he say? They did this fancy schmancy thing for me. Right?
That's right. That's right.
I love that when the doctor walked in, as soon as he walked into that corner and he made the proposition, how the lighting changed, like that ominous underlighting. And it hasn't really gone back since. Look at the way he's all shaded now, sitting with the shades across.
Yeah. Do you really think I make good donuts?
The Tony Moran of the mod
He looks
world.
like he's wearing a Groucho Marx nose and glasses.
Is that a blue pillow next to him near his
Yeah.
leg?
All-star glasses with the big nose.
Yeah, and the mustache.
Yeah, is it like the disguise, like Murray the Cop.
He's just missing a cigar.
Oh God.
Old TV with the antenna. Oh God, my grandparents had a couch like that.
Those pajamas are pretty badass.
They kind of are.
You mean we're gonna start making munchkins?
I start making munchkins.
500 donut holes. I can't. My back hurts.
Can't make the donuts. I have to kill my wife. He's like, wait a second, my back don't hurt anymore.
He's like,
he's like, I'm good to go.
I can start at Krispy Kreme. Dude, somebody brought some Krispy Kreme in a couple days ago in the office. Man, those are way too sweet. I know they're awesome. A lot of people like them. I had one, and I was like, oh, thing like melts in your mouth. It could.
Yeah, those are way too sweet. Dunkin' Donuts suck now, man. They don't bake them fresh. They haven't made them fresh in years. They're just like
since he made them.
Driven in each morning.
We have like the mom and pop places, Country Donuts, because they're like more the cake style donuts, like they're kind of not like puffed.
Yeah,
this lady's pretty.
That's kind of how they're at Jewel. It's kind of how if you get them from the bakery from Jewel, they're more like a cake consistency.
Yeah. It's interesting when this lady comes knocking at the door.
I know.
She's got like the Monopoly guy glasses.
Exactly. I had no choice.
I had to nibble on her to death.
Yeah, of course it's making you wonder, okay, why? You're not going to give any details?
My coon eyes had never had a Krispy Kreme, but a Tim Hortons opened about 15 miles from me. Those donuts are worth it. I've never had it. There's none around by me, Tim Hortons.
No, I don't have a Tim Hortons either.
Yeah.
The big thing by us, I don't know, Bill, did they open up one of those, what are the other donut places that are getting big now?
They got the stands over there.
Stan's Donuts, yeah, that's the ones. Those are pretty.
They're okay. They're decent, but not for the price. I mean, they're
way
way
like the size of your foot. They're huge. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I'm not a big sweets guy, so it's like I just grab a box of Entenmann's from time to time, and that's good enough.
The Entenmann's crumb donuts are like, oh God,
those are crap.
Yeah, those are good.
I could strap them on like a fucking feed bag.
Yeah.
Or says Krispy Kreme is worth, especially when the light is on.
Help with that, Lurch. Explain that because I'm thinking of Red Roof Inn.
Or Kmart. Remember he said the blue light special?
Oh, the blue light special. Yeah. This guy's mustache is more like a push broom mustache.
This guy's got a bolo tie on now too. It's all hip.
You're right. Lurch Moran in the house. Oh, so the hot light is when they're fresh. Oh, I didn't know that.
See,
I think I've only been like maybe once
way back
Krispy
when.
Kreme.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What does Kmart and Michael Jackson have in common? I don't know.
Oh,
Let us know, right?
I think I've heard this one. Say it. I got it.
It's got to be bad. Well, we're waiting.
Well, we're waiting.
Little boy's pants half full.
I have a problem with you. You didn't bring me my donuts. I want 2 dozen now.
The ones you gave me weren't fresh baked this morning.
I wanted French crawlers, damn it.
I don't make donuts anymore. I work at Stan's Cars.
Yeah, Stan's Cars. We sell coffee.
His back's fucked. This guy does play a really good sinister guy.
Yes, he does. And the Dunkin' Donut guy, probably 20 years before this takes place, he could have played Super Mario.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Lurch is countering. What's the difference in a gynecologist and a band leader?
I'm interested to find out.
Don't know. Throw it in the chat.
Here we go. Just that laugh to him is just
A
awesome.
sinister laugh is awesome.
Right there, he almost looks like he could be related to Skeet Ulrich.
You know, what's great with these shows, too, though, it's just there's a lot of assumptions to be made. You get the point, but there's still an assumption, right?
One sucks his fingers.
Oh, my God.
Try to enjoy the daylight. This is good that we're doing it because it's the 40th anniversary. 1984.
Yes. Yeah.
That is Painkiller. Not to be confused with Judas Priest Painkiller.
He is the painkiller.
Well, the only way I'm going to get up there that high is if I put my balls in a vice. That ain't happening. All right, so next up, we have
your ego rare
odds.
later for after this.
What's that?
You guys have your ego rare later for.
Shit, it was here. I moved it the other day. I'll go get it.
There you go. I got mine out too, Biz.
I will get mine now. Next up is The Odds, starring Danny Aiello. Episode.
I got out my Eagle Rare.
3, 4, 5.
Because so we could do the bot.
But. All right, you guys all set? Everybody out there set? For those that actually have the disc, and if you don't have it, for fuck's sake, go on Amazon. Get it.
I'm ready. Count down, and I'll hit play.
3, 2, 1, play. The Odds.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
And just listen to the theme music with the fog behind you guys, like the clouds. It actually fits pretty well.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. That was awesome.
Look at you. Look at me. So is Sean Clark in Osaka? Is he? I haven't been online at all. I was busy as hell. So is Sean Clark in Osaka?
With
yeah,
Nathan,
he's out there with Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus, yeah.
What the hell are they doing in Japan?
It's a Comic-Con out there.
Oh, Jesus. That was all anime shit out there.
Yeah. Tentacle porn.
Lurch loves the shirt. Was that a Loomis shirt? Like, where'd you get the Loomis shirt?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's at fye.com. Sure. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Nice.
You like that? Do I need to show it on Sunday? I can't.
I got on my another Tales from the Dark Side shirt.
I have to
Awesome.
get one. I'm gonna have to get one. I'm gonna go online and order one tonight. Me, I got my Friday the 13th because it's Friday, and I got my Warriors because why not?
Because you are the warrior.
I remember
All right,
those.
check this out. This is something I dug up when trying to look up some stuff about this. The same year that this movie came out, 84, there was a movie called Death Mask that came out. Danny Aiello was in that movie. The guy sitting across from him was in that movie. And the Prowler from the last episode was in that movie all together.
Oh, no kidding.
I never saw the movie. I never saw the movie. I looked it up. It's playing on like everything. It's on like Tubi. It's on, I think, Prime. So I'm going to have to check it out.
Well, his buddy here was in the Jerky Boys movie.
Yeah.
Jerky Boys movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Danny Aiello, come on. Both of them were both in the Moonstruck movie with Cher. I know that, but
Yes,
Danny
yes.
Aiello.
And then Moonstruck was another connection. And then there's a
Do the
Madonna
Right Thing.
connection to all this. Because then Danny Aiello went on to be Papa in the Papa Don't Preach video.
Yep.
Is
And
it
then a
somebody
year
in
after that,
Girl? Who's that girl? No.
the Papa Don't Preach video. And then the year
Oh.
after that, the movie Who's That Girl came out. And his little buddy here that was sitting across from him was in that movie.
Well, we could go on about Tom Noonan. Like,
Noonan.
name a few of
Oh,
them.
God.
The lousy
God.
RoboCop 2. Sorry, not a fan of RoboCop 2. People are.
No, but he was the main bad guy. He was Kane in that movie.
You know, he's in a wheelchair in Heat.
And like you said, he was Rodney Dangerfield's buddy in Easy Money.
Yeah.
He was in FX, that old movie FX. That was a
Oh,
good one.
Dennehy and Brian Bosworth. Yeah, not Bosworth.
Yeah.
Brian.
Brian,
Brian
yeah. God,
Cocktail.
what is,
Brian Brown.
yeah, right.
Remember the one
Professional.
that Ben Stiller's
Professional,
trying to,
yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
He's the one that Ben Stiller's trying to not like do all the risky stuff and die. And Along Came Polly, isn't that the one where Brian Brown? That's the guy we're talking about from FX.
Brian Brown, yeah, Brian Brown. Yeah, that was his name.
Does he OD in Cocktail? I think he ODs. Something happens to him. Kills himself.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever.
Cocktail.
Long time. And then, like
Dude,
you said,
this
he
is-
was in Manhunter. He was the killer, with the nylon on his head.
The original.
Then he
Red
was
Dragon.
Frankenstein. Frankenstein in the Monster Squad.
Yep, that's a big one, dude. Frankenstein. He's a tall dude.
And then he was the Ripper in The Last Action Hero.
Oh, geez, that's right. Jack Slater.
Yep. Remember they interview him on the red carpet? Because the Ripper comes through on the red carpet, like, oh, look, he's all in costume. Wow, that was great. He goes past him, and then here comes Tom Noonan getting out of a limo. And they're like, hey, how'd you change so fast? He's like, what?
Now, we're all wondering what the hell's going on here, though, with this guy just showing up randomly, right? And they didn't even see him enter the bar. This
This is like a ghost, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's, yeah.
Well,
He's dead,
you'll
right?
see it later when he disappears, right?
Yeah. He's a ghost for the whole time. He's a ghost.
Danny Aiello was the one of the main characters in that 2 Days in the Valley movie, Charlize Theron's first movie. I love that movie. It's kind of a sleeper movie.
Seen that.
Good cast. A lot of people in that movie.
Lars, had a ticket to go see Tara tonight. Then I saw it had 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. Decided to pass. This is much better. Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy. I'd like
Yeah,
to
it
think
looks
so.
alright.
Where do we rate on Rotten Tomatoes? We're just like not even Rotten Tomatoes. We're just smashed potatoes.
Yeah, smashed potatoes. Yeah, Tarrant looked
Smashed
kind of
potatoes,
creepy.
really.
Lurch, I didn't want to jump and go see Tarrant for whatever reason. I was like, eh.
Yeah,
Nice,
it
good.
looked, one of those movies I'll check out when it comes out on a streaming service,
I think there's some new stuff that's been on Shudder recently I want to check out.
Yeah. Oh, and then speaking, I think House of the Devil just came back on. I could be wrong. It's on something now, and he's in that. Tom Noonan. He's like the main guy in that movie. Have you guys
Did it-
seen that one from Ty West?
I haven't watched that.
The House of the Devil? Oh yeah, definitely check it out. It's a good one. It's a slow burn, but it's good. That gal that just directed Barbie, she was in that movie, House of the Devil, for like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Now here's something weird though. Like Tom Noonan might be one of our first actors in these episodes that's still alive. Almost everybody's dead now because it's 40 years ago.
Well, Justine Bateman.
A lot of the show.
Well, that's
a lot of
coming
people on
up
the show.
though.
That's coming up.
So far, yeah.
Oh, so far, yeah. I guess so. You're right. Yeah.
Tippi Hedren's still alive, but she's like 92.
Yeah, and she looks just like her daughter, man, now. She looks just like Melanie Griffith.
No kidding. Wow.
I
God,
saw a recent
you know
picture.
this-
I'm like, oh my God. She looks just like Melanie Griffith. I'm like, duh, I forgot that's her mom, you know?
You know, this is the 80s because we're growing up in the 80s. That was the big thing, like the calculators that made music.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, and it keeps playing through.
Even
So
I remember
every time we
that, and
do
I
it,
was-
especially towards the end, I was giggling, man. Oh, this is great. Oh, you know what else Tom Noonan was in? Do you guys we might have discussed this before. Have you ever seen that movie Late Phases? It's also
No.
known as Night of the Wolf.
No, I haven't
It's a
seen
really
that.
good modern werewolf movie. Made probably about within the last 10 years. Really good. Tom Noonan's in it. Lance Guest is in it.
Wow, Lance Guest.
Yeah, the kid who plays oh God, why can't I think of his name? He was in the Vegas Vacation. He played Rusty.
Oh, he
God,
was
what is
in
his-
Can't Hardly Wait. I know the guy's name.
Ethan Embry.
Yeah, Ethan Embry, Papa Giorgio.
Yeah, exactly. He's in that movie, Late Phases. Great movie. Great
Did you
werewolf movie. Highly, highly recommended.
Did you see what
When I
Tom
met
Noonan-
Lance Guest at Flashback last year, I was looking at all his pictures that he had out there. I'm like, I had Jaws of Revenge, Last Starfighter, this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot you were in Late Phases. And he just his eyes lit up. He's like, you know Late Phases? I'm like, yeah, it's a great werewolf movie. Oh, now he's all because at first he's trying to say like he couldn't talk, like his throat hurt or something. He's like, oh. I'm like,
He picked up.
okay.
He picked up there.
And then as soon as I said Late Phases, oh really? You like Late Phases, huh? Now he can talk, you know.
You know what Tom Noonan did after this episode? The Man with One Red Shoe here with Tom Hanks. I haven't seen that in a
That's
long
right.
time.
Yeah, in a million years. Forgot all about that movie.
The Astronaut's Wife, that was pretty bad. Knockaround Guys, that's right. He's the sheriff. There's a lot of people in Knockaround Guys. Big cast.
He's in everything. This guy, he's a good actor. I like him.
Definitely to see You'll Never Find Me on Shudder was killer, Brett. Really, You'll Never Find Me.
I watched that movie Low Life the other night. That was good. That was
Low
a good
Life?
After the Devil on Shudder.
Okay, you never find me, Lurch. Okay, I'll have to check that out. And House of the Devil, God, how many seasons is House of the Devil on?
It's just one. It's a movie. It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. I thought it was a
House of
show.
Terror was regarded as dog
Oh,
shit.
it's a movie.
House of the Devil. What's House of the Devil? Oh, it's on Shudder. I'll have to check it out. I have Shudder.
Yeah, House of the Devil's good, man. It's just like I said, it's a slow burn, but it's a good movie.
Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna have to get a refill here as soon as the whiskey.
Who else was this guy?
The guy in the middle has only been in a few different things. I just remember him from the Jerky Boys, though.
And he was in Naked Gun 2.5 at some point. And
Oh
then,
yes, Naked Gun 2.5. Yeah.
There was something else. I wrote it down. Oh, Dream Team with Michael Keaton and Christopher Lloyd and all them. You remember that
Don't
movie?
tell me he's Kenny. He's playing foosball with. Is that the guy? No way.
I think that sounds familiar.
Playing foosball, Kenny. That's what Michael Keaton saying all the time. Can't wait to play
That's a good
foosball.
movie, man. I haven't watched
That's
it
an
in a while.
underrated movie. That's an underrated
Yeah,
movie.
big
Yeah.
time. I love how it's back in the day and everybody's pants are hiked up to like their chest.
Yeah, the suspenders.
There's
Yeah.
that movie with Danny Aiello called Dinner Rush that came out like 20 years ago. I don't know if you guys have heard of that movie, but that's a sleeper movie where his son runs a restaurant and he's like a mob guy. and all takes place on one night. There's so many different stories going on in the restaurant with customers and cooks.
What's
It's
it
pretty
called?
cool to check out. Dinner Rush. Very good film. Sleeper.
When you said Dinner Rush, it didn't sound familiar, but just that premise you just laid out, it sounds familiar.
It was right when that first My Big Fat Greek Wedding came out. Like who's the male lead? John Corbett, right? Is that the guy's name?
Not sure.
Look at those old school 20s. It feels so special
yeah.
when I see one of those sometimes. You can still see one every once in a while out in the wild.
Like the old $2 bills.
The 50-cent pieces and half dollars. Yeah.
Never turned away a bet. Have we seen The Lighthouse? That movie's fucked well good. I still don't understand it. Where's The Lighthouse playing? Is it streaming? Never
Is
heard
that
of it. You
the
guys heard of
Willem
that?
Dafoe one with the Twilight guy, right?
Yeah, that's the one. It's in black and white. I
It's
started
wild.
it.
It's slow for me,
Yeah, I
but it's
started
good.
it, and it seemed like it was going to be a slow, weird
slow
out
burn.
there movie, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm in the mood for this right now. I'm gonna have to come back to this some other time, and I just never got to it yet.
I think it's worth watching, but yeah, you got to get through it. It's worth it if you can get through it.
That's what I've heard. So I still want to check it out sometime. I got to be in the mood for it,
Yep.
A bet on your life.
Pat, how many cigars has he smoked so far? You think here? Well, you can't. It's interesting how you got to realize when it's changed days or it's changed times. It's interesting. They don't really explain it too well, but
We had some good cigars last weekend.
hell yeah, gonna probably have one tonight.
Could do that.
That's the spirit. Get the kids to bed first, I think. early morning for
See,
them.
now this guy really looks familiar to me, but I couldn't place him. I
He
tried
makes me
looking him
think-
up on IMDb.
What, the
Who's
old guy
the-
playing the calculator?
Who's
No,
the
sitting next to him in the brown suit. He's got a hat on.
who's the villain in the Popeye?
Oh, are you guys ahead of me?
Bluto or whatever.
That's must be slightly ahead
No,
of me.
it ain't Bluto.
There we
But he
go.
does look familiar to me. He does look like somebody else. Bluto was in was he in Pieces?
Oh, the one from the Robert Williams Popeye. No, I was just thinking he looks like one that could play him.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you meant from the movie. No, but he looks so familiar though. He's been.
He
in
looks like
something.
Moose
I
or
don't know.
Rocco that went after Judge Smales and the end of Caddyshack.
Hey, hope Judge Smell find his checkbook.
Hey, Moose, Rocco.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
There's a lot of money going on in these episodes here.
What's he say? Does that hair come with a free bowl of soup?
Now, see, this is an 83, right? So I see the tap handles in the background. They got Miller Lite and regular GD. Didn't Miller Lite start around this time? Light beer was starting to become a thing right around this time?
Well, you could call me
for
Ray,
sure.
and you could call me Jay.
Yeah, I remember the ad campaign. That's light beer and
Was
yeah, I
Euchre
remember.
like the one that started that? Was that
That was
Euchre?
Euchre. Yeah, Euchre started that.
Maybe it was.
I just remember it was really big around this time it came out. It was the new thing, the light beer.
There was a guy that, remember him, the guy Ray, where they says, you could call me Ray, and you could call me Jay. That guy.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, what is that from?
That was the Miller Lite commercials.
Oh, is that what that was from?
Yeah. I forget who it was. It was like a comedian. His name was like Ray something or other, and that was his big thing. Well, you can call me Ray. You can call me Jay.
You know,
Yeah, it was like
can you
his
imagine if that guy we're talking about here, it's the Marshall from Halloween 2, but he's still a bit fatter and shorter. Doctor, you're getting yourself.
Maybe
in a lot
we
of
will get to
trouble.
see Mutilator 2 soon. It's playing on the con circuit right now. They made a Mutilator 2? Did they?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
that.
brand new.
Does it have any of the people from the original in it?
I don't know if anyone. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Zima, man. That Zima was, well, you know what Zima is basically? Zima is the freaking is like those what the hell do they call those drinks that they're out there now? Like
yeah,
the Seagrams.
the Smirnoff. Smirnoff Ice.
Smirnoff, yeah, like those. That's basically Zima rebranded.
Yeah, pretty much. It's good. I like it, but yeah, it's. I couldn't drink more than like one or two. I'd be
Dude,
sick.
when they brought Zima back a couple years ago, I bought a pack because everybody makes fun of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not bad, but I'll never buy it again.
Did I ever tell you the story about the
Right.
Zima that was in my parents' house when we sold it? There was a bottle of Zima. My parents used to have a beer fridge in the basement my dad had. And there was a bottle of Zima in the back that had to be there for like 25 years. And I remember when we sold the house and everybody's like, what do we do with the bottle of Zima? I'm like, I don't know. So we have to save it. That felt so bad. I'm like, it's like an antique. It was in the back of the fridge. And every time we don't touch the bottle of Zima, just leave it alone. Leave it. Don't touch it.
Bill, you know
I got a bottle of Dark Lord from 3 Floyds in my fridge. It's been there for many years.
there's New Glarus, the spotted cow. You know, people go crazy with Bill around here when they got to go over the border and get it. Spotted cow from New Glarus. So
Yeah.
New Glarus comes out with their like special sour beers, like in the wine bottles. You know, the big bombers. My parents, I've had one in my parents' fridge. It's still there since they moved up there in 2007.
Wow.
I can't imagine what that's fucking tasted like.
There was, before I moved to Pennsylvania years ago, my aunt and uncle used to have a house in a different part of the Poconos. And as my cousin got older, they stopped going up there because it was like a family thing. So they gave me the key to use it. So we used to go up there and party all the time. And I remember when we first went up there, at the bottom drawer, like my uncle used to keep his beer in there. There was like 6 Keystone Lights in there. And we sold the house, and the 6 Keystone Lights were still there. Like we would run out of beer, and everybody's like, "There's Keystone Light." I'm like, "I'm going to bed."
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody would drink it. It went with the house. It was like, we're not drinking that shit.
that was like, one of my buddies was moving, and he had Rolling Rock that was like 3 years old. I was like, we just tried it. We're like, oh, it's terrible.
You know, Rolling Rock is good when it's fresh. Rolling Rock pairs
Yeah,
well
cold
with
Rolling
spicy
Rocks are
food.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real pale beer, and if you eat something spicy, Rolling Rock goes perfect with it.
You know, Bill, I'm gonna have to bring up this IPA that Pat.
Oh, the Trooper
and I
Pints.
guess this IPA we got hooked on at the hotel bar last weekend from this brewery. It was really good, right, Pat? You and I drank. That was probably the one we drank the most of.
Zima and Smintz. Smintz.
Smiths. Oh God. See, Tom Noonan character's looking vulnerable now, right?
Yeah.
What's his name
Because
again?
he figured him out. He's like, you're not the guy's son. You are the guy.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
knew.
what do you mean? He's dead. He's been dead. He's like, ghost then. Yeah.
He knows.
what
He's
it
like,
is.
somebody up there told you that I was going to die or something.
Now you're taking it to your
Mookie and
advantage.
Pookie.
Look, this guy's like just like a robot.
He looks
Yeah,
like
he's-
Zed. He looks like Zed.
Yeah,
Kid.
or ugly Christian
Yeah,
Bale.
Does he look like Zed?
Zed or
Yeah.
ugly Christian Bale.
Zed.
Zed's
Go
dead,
get the
baby.
game.
Zed's dead. Here we go. This is just
They've gone back to hell.
Hey, what's up, Eric? Trooper Dave, the Dead Beer. Yeah, waiting
Hey,
for a
Eric.
good time.
Mm.
I've never
Bill
had one.
Lacey. That's the character's name. I couldn't
Bill
think.
Lacey. I've never
Yeah,
had one.
regular food.
Lurch still has some old Troopers, huh? Yeah, Troopers is all right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay.
I was disappointed in the Pantera beer. I know a lot of people like the Pantera beer.
Dude, that Anthrax beer. Oh, I had it one time and it was god awful.
I still like the Motorhead whiskey, though. I still have some of that. You guys would
I
drink
never even
that.
tried that one. I never got to try that one.
Maybe
I
I'll
had the
save some.
Metallica whiskey.
Maybe
Metallica
I
whiskey tastes just like Jack Daniels. I'm not a
You know-
big Jack fan.
Maybe I'll bring the Motorhead to flashback. The rest of it, we'll finish it there.
He's like, I'm going to die laughing. Oh, Fear of the Dark is awesome. I love Fear of the Dark.
The beer, I've never had the beer. The
I'm talking about the song. I'm talking about the album. And the
song is amazing. Song is oh man, great song. The album overall is okay. There's some really good songs. There's some duds on there for me, but the song "Fear of the Dark" is phenomenal.
Oh, that's great. Reminds you, Lurch, of Fruitopia and Orbs. You guys remember that name?
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
His
my
best
god.
Fico.
Oh my god.
What about Fruit Burple? Do you remember that? It came in like a plastic thing that you would like pull in, and like that noise, like an accordion thing. It was like purple liquid in it.
And here he is. Look at, he's dead.
He's just frozen, right? He just looks frozen dead, eyes wide open.
Hey, boss, you dropped your pencil. Boss?
The dark side is
Look
always
at-
there.
He's just sitting there like, Oh, Brett, that's a little too much Travelers in there at once. It'll get drinking.
I did have the Tout Le Monde beer. That Megadeth beer was actually really good.
Actually, Tout Le Monde's a good Megadeth.
It's
That
good.
was good. That's
Yeah,
kind
I've had
of what's that called? A Bach beer or Malbec or whatever? I don't know what it's called. Something.
I just hope the beer's better than the song.
You don't like the song?
No.
Actually, we're gonna go see Megadeth. I think this summer. They're actually playing at the venue
Yeah.
that Terrence works at.
Speaking of musicians,
Oh,
Chris
really?
Stapleton,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
though he's a comedian.
They're
Travelers, Chris
always a
Stapleton.
good show. Megadeth is always
Oh, they're always awesome.
Yeah.
And that's episode number 2 gone. That's
I
the
had-
odds.
So much fun in 8th grade on their euthanasia tour seeing that. Speaking of Tout Le Monde, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That Dave Mustaine. C2E2.
Okay, what's everybody's favorite Megadeth album?
God, that's such a close
Rust
call
in
for me.
peace. Rust in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace is good.
Definitely.
I think a lot
Rust
of
in
people
Peace
think they
is my
start
number
selling
2
out
with
with
the,
Countdown.
Peace Sells Who's Done.
A lot of people think they
I
sell
love
out Countdown.
Peace Cells
I
is
like
my
Countdown.
favorite. I love Peace Cells. I can put it on every day.
I like So Far So Good So What too. Like, they're all.
That's a good one too. Killing Is My Business. Great record. The first one.
I actually, you know what's the sleeper for me, and I guess you could count an album. I love Hidden Treasures because it's all the songs that were part of compilations and soundtracks.
Well,
Dystopia was really good too. Dystopia was
Hidden
awesome.
Treasures were all the songs that they didn't use on Countdown to Extinction that they should have used, because most of those songs were better than the songs on Countdown to Extinction.
Yeah,
Those songs
So
on Hidden Treasures are phenomenal. I love that.
that's a good point. Then I'm going with Hidden Treasures. Thank you. I
Look
like
at you.
that.
Look at you.
But they're all good. You're right. Like after Euthanasia, like I didn't really follow too many of the ones after that.
Oh, look at Raccoon's a Megadeth fan. So far, so good. So what?
Yeah, great
Nice.
record. Great record. They've been putting some good ones out lately too. Their last record was great, and the one before it was really good.
Yeah,
the
I have
news
to
of
go.
them are
Last time, the last time I took Terrence, that was the Dystopia tour. So
Yeah, Dystopia. That's not the most recent one. It was the one before that.
before that,
Yeah, I saw him on that tour. Also, great. Me and
that
my
was
son.
great.
So
That
was
Brazilian guitar player, he's from Brazil. What the hell's his name?
yeah, he was
That
from
guy's
Angra, the band Angra,
he-
which is a great band.
Fucking, guy's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, really good. And they who opened that? Suicidal Tendencies played with on that tour.
It was
didn't they?
Suicidal Tendencies and
Yeah.
Armin Armith. That's
I
when I
don't-
saw them.
The one
They
time
Amon
I
Amarth
saw
played
them,
that?
They when I saw them at the Prudential Center in Newark, it was Armin. How do you even say it? Armin Armith.
Amon Amarth. Yeah, they're great.
It
Absolutely.
was Suicidal Tendencies, them, and opening up for Megadeth.
Wow.
when I
Wow,
saw
that's
them,
cool. Yeah, when I saw them, it wasn't them. It was Suicidal Tendencies.
They came out. They have the
Megadeth,
big Viking ship and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, like a half a ship on the stage. Yeah, that's
It was
great.
fucking awesome. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
95 at the Aragon, it was Corrosion Conformity who opened up for him. That's how I
Wow,
remember.
COC.
I
Wow.
thought Corrosion, and I really didn't know them until they opened up, and I was like, damn, that album was good. What was it called? Deliverance, I think? Or no. I don't know what that.
Yeah,
maybe it
that
a
was after, the
self-titled
one I
album.
was really into. Then from them was Blind,
Well, Peace Cells.
and then they had some like more hardcore stuff before that.
Lurch's next gig is he's Rob
That-
Zombie and Alice Cooper. Nice.
That's cool. That's
I've
cool.
never seen Rob Zombie. I mean, I like him, but I'm not over the moon about it. But I would like to go see him. I would love to have seen him with John 5, but oh well.
And personally, I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie, but Alice Cooper, yeah, man, he puts on a hell of a show. I saw Rob Zombie live once. My buddy kept telling me, "You got to see Rob Zombie. You got to see. He puts on the best show."
I would
I
just
saw
go
him,
see him to say a
and it was the
song.
most
Yeah.
stripped down show. He didn't have any makeup on. There was no stage props. It was just like
Yeah.
pictures of pinup girls behind him, and it was like he's like, "Sorry, man. Usually he puts on a phenomenal show." So I guess
he
I saw
left.
the one-off, show.
He left Megadeth. Who was playing
he
for them
did?
Yeah,
now?
Kiko. That was his name, Kiko. Yeah. Yeah. I think they got it. Don't they got it? I think they got a Japanese guy now. No, I think just joined the band. I could be wrong.
Oh, if they bring Marty Friedman back, that'd be fucking amazing.
I should find my
Yeah,
Rob
I
Zombie
wouldn't- I
picture.
wouldn't vote for that now.
I'm gonna find that.
Marty
now, you
Friedman's
guys.
not a big fan of Dave Mustaine at all.
What's that?
Pat, remember what was it? I showed. I think I showed it on our
live.
podcast. Dave Mustaine signed that one greatest hits video DVD. He signed it in black on the black, but it's still fine. It's art.
Did you guys ever see his daughter, Electra?
Whose daughter?
Dave Mustaine's daughter.
No.
Look her up on not Instagram, on
Electra
Facebook.
Mustaine?
Yeah, she's a model.
Wow. It sounds like a model name.
Go look her
Electra
up.
Mustaine.
You're gonna be like, holy shit.
From
I'm
North
telling you.
Kakalaki.
Brett's already doing it.
I know he is. I can see him.
No, I'm going.
You're gonna
to
see
send-
Brett like slowly wheel off camera.
He's gonna be like,
I wanted to show my picture with Rob Zombie because it was between both the Halloween movies, between those 2 years. That's what I always thought was kind of cool that I got to meet him between those two.
I have to dig into Ghost. There's a bunch of tunes I like by them. And everybody's like, I'm surprised you're not a big Ghost fan. You're a big Kiss fan because they put on this big production and everything. And I have to. It's not that I don't like it. I should do a dive into it. I really should. There's a couple of tunes I do like. I should do one.
Yeah, I only like one song from them. I've never really been. I've seen them live a few times.
I
They're just
haven't
not
gotten
my
into
cup of
them.
tea.
Well, they're very poppy.
I don't like the singer. I just don't like the singer's voice. I don't know. There's something about it that's just.
Looks like he tries
it's
to wear
off-putting.
He tries to wear King Diamond makeup. That's not cool.
Yeah, I know.
Just kidding.
Dude, that's crazy. Just literally before when I was setting up all this, getting ready for the podcast, I had on a live Merciful Fate concert from Wacken or
Nice.
something from a couple years ago. It
Oh
was
my
great.
God.
So
Merciful Fate. You talk about a guy that changes the way he's singing, where he's like all like heavenly happy, and then he goes to like crazy devil.
good.
His
Oh, yeah.
songs-
Especially the older stuff when he would really switch his voice a lot.
Oh,
It was
fucking
great.
unreal.
Tell a story with every song,
Oh, Lurch, I'm Abigail. Abigail for me. It's just
Yeah.
the one that I.
Sure, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
It's. I don't keep up with this much now, so I don't know what he's been doing. Probably for the
Me
last
neither.
20
Yeah,
plus
I knew
years.
him more from
Yeah,
80s and 90s.
it's all right. It's anything he's released since then has been okay in my opinion, but nothing touches that old stuff. Yeah, Conspiracy, great.
Yeah, early Merciful Fate and early King Diamond. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to go. Merciful Fate, I'd have to go. My favorites, Don't Break the Oath. King Diamond's definitely Abigail.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Let's
Did he
let's
do
get this
both
one.
at the same time? I can't remember, but anyways, okay.
Let's get Mookie and Pookie started, which sounds weird.
Ian Pookie.
Sounds like a
Ooh,
pun.
Ryan the Eye. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Count it down and
Oh, the eye's
You're
good.
ready.
Yes. I think. Wow, it's been. I have to go back over my CDs and blow the dust off of them. It's been so long.
about
Yeah.
Melissa.
Let's do Mookie and Pookie. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, and hit play.
We got the clouds. I'm I'm laughing when you talk to Rob Zombie. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm a big Halloween guy, but I didn't hate your version, okay? He's like, we tried our best. I was like, okay.
We have to find the little bridge, like the little Beetlejuice bridge that they show here too.
You're making me think. Only if that's the same bridge from Funny Farm. This isn't a bridge.
Oh, Funny
This is
Farm
my
too, right?
hand.
But
What? This is a good show. Yeah, this is fun.
not as brightly lit. A dark side.
You still see that little car drive by in the background right before it changes to all black. Cheers.
Yeah, I like how it opens up like yeah to the actual episode.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I love that. The opening's the
Yeah.
best. My thing is when they
like it's
changed the
opening of the
font, I
nice
didn't care for it.
to the dark side.
So Pat, I gotta tell you a little funny story. So the dad in this episode, I was thinking, you know who this guy made me think of? Remember Blind Date? You know, we love Blind Date, right? The
I love
Bruce
Blind
Willis.
Date.
I thought this is the guy that was like the bouncer at the club. Remember the one that like John Larroquette throws the money to, and he like walks away.
He's dancing around him.
I could have sworn it was the same guy watching this. I'm like, and I looked it up. It's not. I was like,
No, it's definitely not. Yeah, looks like a little bit like him.
Well, as the episode goes on, pay attention to the dad. I was doing the same thing. I'm like, God, does he remind me of somebody? Who does he remind me of? As it goes on, watch his mannerisms and the way he moves and talks. He could be cousins with Dick Miller, in my opinion. Like Roger Miller, Dick's cousin.
I swear, in an alternate universe, these are the parents of Keith Gordon and Christine.
Oh yeah, I could so see that.
Is he drinking a Stroh's? What is he drinking?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
What is he drinking?
Cans?
Oh, come on, turn the can. I hate when they turn the can so you can't see what it is.
Yes, I can. So maybe Stroh's.
LA Export? No, just kidding.
God, look at that old monitor.
Yeah.
There's my guy, Mookie.
Mookie.
And I like how they had an argument over the word glitch.
Now, I gotta tell you,
That's computer language. That's not even a real language.
this is different than like any of the other episodes with how this episode's gonna go, right? It's just
And they never mentioned what Mookie has.
No. He had a computer virus.
Oh, look at you.
That's where
This
you
is
put
like-
the.
in a way.
What kind of cunt does that?
In a way, in a way, this episode's ahead of its time, isn't it? When you think about
It really
it,
was. Way ahead of its time. A lot of these episodes
But it's
really weren't
David
far
Dunn.
out there.
Yeah. Look at the spreadsheets with the,
fucking dot matrix.
paper with yeah.
Remember those, the ones you used to have to load with the holes on the side
yeah.
and line them up?
Yeah.
Well, I remember my first real computer was a Commodore 64, and my printer was a reel of paper, like toilet paper. So like you'd print something out and you just ripped it off. Like you see the old press things, hot off the wire.
That's funny because I was gonna bring up that my cousins they had a Commodore 64, and I remember that same thing with the printer with the paper, and they had eventually they had the printer like that with the holes on the side. But my cousin that had that, she reminds me so much of Mallory here, of Justine Bateman. Like you throw a blonde wig on her, that was my cousin back in the 80s.
And my
Throws in
store,
that old Doritos bag. Look at that.
and if I wanted to save like a file, my storage was a cassette. It was a cassette. drive.
Yeah.
He's smiling when he's dead.
And by the way, it was a Stroh's. It was a Stroh's.
It was.
Was Stroh's?
And a Doritos bag next to him.
Yeah. Now look, they don't have shots like this. It shows that, and then it faded into that, then it pans out slowly to here. They just don't do stuff like that anymore.
Oh, where did Pookie's? It looked like she had the bow in her hair that was like a dish rag, that yellow dish rag.
Yeah.
What's with the floods?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch the Carpenters thing, Lurch. I did not. Did you?
I didn't even know it was on. What?
He posted something about it on social media.
Oh,
really?
I forgot all about that. Damn it. Yeah, I know.
The album's going to be delivered tomorrow. I'm looking forward to listening to it. So
A guy on Reddit referred to Tony Moran as that drunk uncle no one likes Thanksgiving. That's good.
yeah,
So his real name was Kevin.
Cute girl in this.
Who's that? She was.
Justine Bateman.
I loved Justine Bateman. She was always so cute.
Mallory for all them years,
Yeah,
man. For like
Mallory
7
was-
years.
Yeah.
And I remember
He
her
was a hottie.
boyfriend Nick. And then he was in
Hey,
that movie.
yeah. He was
My
a dopey
Demon
with the
Lover.
haircut and the big long earring.
Family ties.
Yeah. He was in My Demon Lover. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I just bought it on Blu-ray last year. Scream Factory finally put it out. And what about? Did you guys ever see that movie Roar with Tippi Hedren and how they had the house that they kept lions in? It was a real, true story.
No, I didn't see that one.
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it's like a documentary that they were making a movie back in the day. I think it was actually a movie called Roar, or the documentary is called Roar, but it was a movie they made back. They used to house like lions, like they had a wildlife refuge like in their house. Like lions would walk through their living room and shit. And while they were trying to make this movie, this documentary, they like attacked some of the crew and really cut them up and bit them up. And Melanie Griffith was the daughter of Tippi Hedren. She got attacked by a lion. It's a crazy movie, man. It's all real too. It's all real. It's crazy.
We should do a watch along one of the days. Like we should do some like classic movies like The Birds with her in it.
Yeah, Birds. I just watched that like 2 years ago. I hadn't seen it forever. And it still holds up.
I haven't seen it in so long.
I'd like to do the
a
original
some of
Creature.
the stuff is really hokey now, but some of it is really. It's still a great movie. You know, an unsettling film when you think about it.
We might have to
look through like the eyes of the time, and you'd be like, "Wow, this is groundbreaking."
Exactly. You always got to do that. You always got to put yourself in the time frame it came out.
We might have to hit the Psycho movies too, Pat. You know, we haven't talked about.
In a heartbeat, I do.
Sure.
I do them all. Definitely do
Especially
that.
the
Do like a
first
whole
two.
run of them.
I just rewatched the first two in the last couple of years. Man, yeah.
Even
I mean,
three
Psycho.
has
It's
its
so
moment.
weird to see that
Three's not bad.
all the slashers that movie bred. You know.
Family Ties. My God.
Yeah, I used to love that show, man, when it was on.
I used to watch it all the time. It was must-see TV when I was a kid.
Now she
Oh,
makes
for
me
sure,
think
man.
here. She makes me think of speaking of Michael J. Fox, Boof in fucking Teen Wolf. I thought that was her at first, but that's that other. She stopped acting.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Boof. She was like in nothing else, man. She was in like Teen Wolf and like maybe one other thing, and that was it.
She did like a big. She did a panel somewhere on Teen Wolf, and she's aging really well. She looks pretty
Really?
good.
Wow. Yeah, I love Teen Wolf, man. That's a favorite. That's a class. My wife does not like Teen Wolf. So
Really? Come on. Hey, they all have to have a flaw. They all have to have a flaw.
If I would have to say, if the first like 20 movies I've seen in my life, that was probably one of them. So yeah, I love Teen Wolf.
love Teen Wolf. I
Dude,
could probably recite that whole movie from beginning to end.
How about the
What-
Psycho connection in the new Maxine trailer?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. The
Yeah.
house, right?
Yeah, she looks up at the house, and I think it looks like it's Pearl in the window looking back instead of the
Oh,
mom.
I have to go back and watch it. I only watched the trailer once. I have to go back and check that out.
Dude,
I watched the trailer like 3 times the day it came out. I was like,
It looks
I had
awesome,
goosebumps,
man.
I can't wait.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Michael J. Fox, like, of course, when he was at Wizard World, like everybody was getting Back to the Future stuff. I brought a Teen Wolf poster up there. He was so happy to see something different. It was hysterical. He's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's great.
Too bad you
I
didn't
love
show like
Teen Wolf.
Secret of My Success or The Frighteners.
Well, we saw.
Yes.
What's her name?
You'd
Was
been like, I love you, man.
what's her name was signing a ton of stuff last week. Helen Slater. I
Mhm.
saw every time I walked past her, I saw somebody with something from Secret of My Success.
Hmm.
Not
And we're talking about Teen Wolf. Don't forget that her brother, Jason Bateman, was Teen Wolf too.
That's right. That's her
That's
brother.
right.
Huh? Is she not acting anymore?
No, I think she's a writer producer now.
Well, her brother's pretty fucking cool. I like her brother.
Dude, he's great. I love Jason Bateman.
Dude, the Boss movies and then the show on Netflix
Yeah.
was so damn good.
Horrible Boss. Yeah, Ozark. Ozark was fantastic. Yeah, Horrible Bosses, man. Those are great, especially the first. This guy again, his pants hiked up to his chest almost. God, he reminds me of Dick Miller, Mr. Futterman.
Oh yeah. We closed early today. Terminator.
Yeah. And Night of the Creep. I just need to see your requisition form. Here's the thing. I don't have a requisition form. He puts the shotgun.
Almost every fucking movie, with the exception of Gremlins, there's more than one scene. He's like almost only in one scene of everything.
Yeah.
Like he's been
Chopping Wall.
Chopping Wall. Terminator.
Yep.
Burbs. Just
Yeah.
Kenny Stripe Nurses.
One of the garbage men. With who's the other garbage man? Robert Picardo, right?
when we went to dinner with Frank and his wife last week, Bill, I was
He
asking,
apparently got him sick.
I
Yeah.
had to grill Frank. I'm like, Frank, is it because Darren lives in England to where he doesn't understand the burbs? He doesn't understand neighborhoods because he doesn't ever want to cover the burbs. I had to grill him. I'm like, dude, you have to cover the burbs, man.
Burbs is great. Burbs is so good.
That's what I was thinking of. I couldn't remember the name of it. It just hit me. Do you remember the TV show before Married with Children with Jason Bateman and David Garrison? Just Your Move?
I do remember that show, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It wasn't on that long, if I remember.
No, but it was great. It was funny as hell.
And I think didn't he get that from? He used to make guest appearances on Silver Spoons. Wasn't he like Ricky Schroeder's friend on there or something? You would pop
Well,
in from time to time?
that show was Ron Levitt who did Married with Children, so that's why he
created it,
probably
yeah.
put David Garrison into Married with Children.
Mm.
You know what came across my feed on YouTube was somebody released some archival interview footage with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. It was like 10, 15 minutes. It's just cool to see them talking behind the scenes together. I was like, oh, man. Two of those guys, those movies, all the movies they did together, those are some of my faves. Seeing them talk together.
Just recently, we watched See No Evil, Hear No Evil again. Still a great one.
That's what it was. It was a promotional interview with that. They both talked about how they both went to special places for Richard Pryor to understand people that are blind, and then Gene Wilder had to go to a place to learn how deaf people operate.
What's Raccoon? What are you talking about there, Raccoon Ice? Made the skeleton rock band the dregs of humanity. Who?
Which one was that?
The
Is that
dregs
one of the
of
episodes?
humanity.
I don't remember that. I love the look on their face when the computer talks.
Oh, God, yeah. Did the mom just notice it? Did I just miss that part?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, see, this one it's a lot different than the previous episodes so far. I guess it's dark.
I think I remember that, the one on Just Your Move. Yeah, I haven't watched, God, Raccoon Eyes. That's awesome you do that show. We used to love it. I remember my cousin and I used to watch it. We loved it. And then it got canceled. We were like, what the hell? And then Married with Children started. We're like, that's the guy from friggin' Just Your Move.
Would you guys say this is different, though, because I guess it's dark because Mookie's in the computer? He's spirited in there? Is that like why this would be considered a dark story? It's not like he's being evil.
The kid died. Yeah, the kid died. Now he's in the computer.
And
And
they
then
bring
the
him into
dad
the
don't want to
computer.
believe it. Oh, yeah.
It's just
a ghost
different
story.
than
Really
all the
ghost.
previous stuff, which is in a good way. It's different.
Like, wasn't there a Ghost in the Machine? Wasn't it an old Stephen King story? Or similar to
think
this, where there was
so.
like a ghost in the computer?
It's a police album, damn it.
That movie bombed. Do you remember that, though? That movie lost its ass.
Did they have a movie for it, too? What, Ghost in the
Ghost in the
Machine?
Machine, yeah. Mid-90s.
I remember I read the story like a million years ago in like one of those, Stephen King compilation books where they have all the short stories in there. But I haven't really read much since high school, so it was a long time.
So what's this I saw? Somebody, they're redoing The Running Man, huh? That's a tough one.
Yeah,
That's gonna
I
be
heard
rough.
that too. You can't remake a Schwarzenegger movie. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they're referring to Richard Ramirez. So I guess she's in, L.A. at the time of the Night Stalker murders.
Well,
Yeah.
who are we talking? Pat, maybe that was last weekend when you and I were talking, or maybe it was somebody else. Or I feel that like they might pull the shit that Tarantino did with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is that the impression you might be getting with that whole thing?
Maybe.
They might be
Maybe.
changing some history, maybe with that.
Yeah.
It's just a little
Well,
small prediction.
What do you call it? Did it too with American Horror Story? They did it with the season the hotel because they were in shit. What name was the hotel? I went out there when I was in LA. I went there, the Cecil Hotel. Remember where the fuck was it? Lady Gaga was living there. She was like this, almost like a vampire that lived there, and all the ghosts of all the killers were living there.
Yeah.
That was a great season. She showed a lot of ass in
I never
that
made
too.
it that far. I gave up on the show by that point.
She showed almost every episode. She showed her ass. She was like, it's like she must have studied at the school of Sherry Moon Zombie. Just keep showing your ass.
That'll
I
work.
really liked the first season of that. Was great of American Horror Story. Second season started already losing me because there was just too much going on.
The one I gave
different plot lines going on.
What was the one where they were all stranded? It was like it was apocalypse. That one I gave up on. Didn't interest me.
Yeah, I didn't make it that far. I like the third one, Coven with the Witches. I kind of like that one.
The one where it was around the time of the election when Trump was getting elected, and it was all about crazy people. And the one guy was what the fuck? What the hell was his name? God, I could see him. Where he became he was trying to become a politician and trying to brainwash people, and the people that were living in the neighborhood, it took place in the Doyle house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Remember that? And I was watching. I didn't know this. I'm watching. I'm like, wait a second. I know that house. And my wife's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I know that house. That's fucking Doyle house. They used all the Halloween. They used all the different Halloween locations.
I
was looking up. I was trying to think who played the Menendez brothers in that new Netflix season.
Yeah, Freak Show was really good. Freak Show was awesome with Kathy Bates as the bearded lady, and who was the one guy?
Was
where
that the one?
He was the claw.
Was that the one with the carnival and everything?
Yeah,
yes.
That one was awesome.
That was the last season I watched. That one was the last one I was like into. I think it was the next season after that was where I started watching it. Wait, the Roanoke one was the last one I watched.
Roanoke was actually kind of interesting, where all the people that were in those mock-up things went there with the actual people. I thought that was a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, it was like that was like the last one because I remember the one after it started up, and me and my wife watched like 2 episodes, and we just weren't into either one of them, and we just never got back to it, and then like just never watched the show again from that point. Just so much to watch nowadays. It's just too much.
There's way too much, yeah.
And then they went.
They
stream them somewhere now, so I don't watch it because they stream them someplace. Now I'm not subscribing to it. So, Josiah, everybody keeps talking about what Josiah saw. Is it really good?
Excuse me?
I've heard a couple of people talk about it.
I beg your pardon. Pat,
what do you mean your brother's in the computer?
What's our temperature like here, Pat? Let's make sure I'm all good for. Oh, okay, not bad.
What's that?
Checking my temperature for later. 56 degrees. It works.
Yeah, it's nice out.
Phil, how long did we talk to you last Friday? I couldn't remember how long we talked.
I don't even remember what time it was.
It was just after 8 o'clock.
Don't.
It was like probably like 8:15 or so.
So
and we talked probably about 20 minutes, good 20 minutes or so.
You
started inside. You started inside, and you couldn't hear me, and I couldn't hear you. It was so noisy in there. And then you walked through the whole place, and you went out, and you went outside, and then we could hear each other.
I thought we talked when we were having cigars out there. I thought. But...
Well, you eventually made it outside, but
we made it outside eventually.
And that's when we talked about doing this. You know, we all pulled out our calendars and made sure we were available.
That's right.
Yes. Like, you guys remember that we set this up?
And that's right, because you and I talked about the gumball head pack, and that's when you bought it. You're like,
where's that streaming?
Yeah. The next night, my buddy Craig came by and he brought it over, and that's why I warned you. I'm like, don't even bother looking for it, dude. Best part about it was the original gumball head.
what, 2 weeks is their big thing, but we were going to go with some coworkers, but it just time frames couldn't line up. So
Yeah, I went once. I went once before. I don't think I really ever need to go again. That was one of the most drunk I've ever been in my life.
Bill, it's just too expensive, dude. It's just not something
way
that,
too
like,
expensive.
for the price that I feel is valuable, you know?
Well, our whole thing was it was expensive, but my buddy Craig, he's the one who got tickets. He got, me and him went. We went inside for the price. You get they give you like 3 bottles of their Dark Lord Day,
And
3
a
or
rare
4
one,
bottles,
right?
and then they gave you one
Rare one.
variant,
Variant.
one rare one, one variant. And we didn't know anything about it. We come out and everybody's asking, "Ooh, which one did you get? Which one did you get?"
So you
My
get
buddy
trade.
mentioned the one he got, and everyone's like, "That's one of the highly sought after ones. That's like the number 2 one everyone's looking for." Some guy offered him like $300 for it right there on the spot.
And he did it, right?
Yeah. It paid for our whole weekend. Like,
Oh,
yeah, awesome.
it was like we went for free.
Boy, that daylight.
And Amen Amarth played for the headliners that year on stage. I was so fucked up, man. I remember like 2 songs.
Dude, I got there. I think I told you. I got there like 10:30 in the morning once, and guys were already passed out on picnic tables.
Yeah, they passed out on the sidewalks. Yeah,
There's a guy
they're
that
in
looked like
line.
Arn
They haven't
Anderson.
even gotten in yet. Passed out already.
Oh, I got to go back and find those pictures. Oh god, there was a lot of people watching there. Like Pat, I told Pat last week, I'm like, this is all about people watching this weekend minus the autographs.
Yeah, Marshmallow Angie. Yes, JC, that's what it was. Yes, that was the name of the variant that he had. It was Marshmallow Angie.
Oh
Kept
yeah,
calling it
the
Marshmallow.
Hangies. Yeah, that's their names, right? The alternate ones.
Yeah.
That's the end of Mookie and Pookie. Look at that. We killed the 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say the odds was my favorite of those 3.
Yeah.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah. Same here.
Now the next
Slippage.
time, I'm really
That's
looking forward to the next time.
Slippage is
Because
awesome.
Inside the Closet is the next.
The next 2 are going to be
watch-along.
great.
Is
Got
Inside
David
the Closet with
Mazzucchelli.
the kid in the room?
Yes, my favorite episode of
That's
this
the
whole
first
series.
episode I ever saw. That or Monsters in My Room. One of the
That
two.
is with what the hell's his name? The guy from Creepshow.
Yeah, the guy. We always do this. Every time we bring this up, we forget his name. The guy from
But
the Crate. From the
From
Crate
the
episode.
Crate episode, yeah. Holbrook's buddy. His
Yeah.
chess partner.
yeah, the guy that's sweating to death
Tom
with everything.
Savini did the effects, made the creature, and he also directed that episode, I believe.
Oh god.
I'm psyched.
Yeah.
So we'll meet in
Couple weeks.
Like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
We can always. It doesn't have to be a Friday. We could always mix it up. If
Fridays are good because you know what? We can keep drinking.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's like,
Yeah. It's a good night to do this, I think.
yeah, this is good. 3 episodes is good, right?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it
Perfect.
works out well. Well, you know what? Why don't we if you guys want to hang on, we can hang on here offline and we can maybe pop on and see what the Agnet guys are doing and break their balls.
Yes, absolutely. And then I'm going to get up and get those kiddos to bed now. I'll be ready to hang out or whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, so let's think about everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Hal Holbrook, that was his buddy. God, I just
Father Malone.
Father Malone. What the
But
hell? Oh, we gotta do. Oh wait, well, we gotta do a shot, right?
yeah, let's get it.
Hold on.
I gotta get up my fucking
Get my stuff.
Damn, those whiskey's a gooks. Good damn.
We were going to say our goodbyes.
But so Bill, Pat
Hey,
wants
Lurch,
to
go
check.
grab some Eagle Rare. JC, you got any Eagle Rare, man? Go grab some.
Go grab it. We're gonna have our buddy Bucky here. Bucky. I might have to supply Pat with another bottle. I think it's
I'm almost out, man. I'm almost out.
I'm also out too. Do you think I have a better luck finding Eagle Rare in Detroit?
Got it right there.
You know,
Oh, Lurch, as I say, you having one with us? Awesome. So you know what this means? The stream's not monetized.
It happens. Shit happens.
I think about 10 minutes in, you weren't monetized.
Yeah, we
You know
never
what?
do.
I gotta tell you though,
I actually laugh because we don't do this for money. I give a fuck about it. But I always it just cracks me up. As soon as we get off, I said, ineligible. I'm like, yeah, of course.
dude. We told you I think last week. I'm so glad, Pat. We couldn't believe the Blanton's was unbelievably for that price that we got it for.
That was good
The
too.
Blanton's. This bottle is just awesome though. You cannot beat the Eagle Rare bottle.
We're like sipping it, and I look at Brett. I'm like, I love you.
This is dangerous. And it was a place that him and I would probably never go back to. Maybe for food. That's about it.
Yeah, the beer was
Wasn't
the worst beer I've ever had, but it wasn't anything to write home about.
But the next place that was some good beer though.
Well, the place I went to yesterday, that Double Tap, which we didn't make to. I went with I met my brother yesterday. You'd definitely like that place. It's cool because the brewery is set in an old post office. They bought the old post office.
Oh, really? That's
It's
cool.
I'm walking. I'm like, what the fuck was this place before? And my brother's like, it was a post office, and they set up at the post office. It's awesome.
We might, yeah. Well, I'm sure we were talking about making the chiller thing maybe a tradition. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
Depending on the guests. So
fuck the guests. We had a ball.
Lurch, we waited, buddy. Don't worry.
We're here. No. We're waiting for the man, the myth.
Waiting for you, Lurch.
Wait for my
We
guy.
wouldn't do
Buddy.
that to you.
Bottled in bond, 10-year. Wow, nice.
Nice.
Oh,
All right.
excellent, McKenna.
Casey busted out the big gun.
Oh,
Look at
your
you.
buddy Bill. He's a bourbon guy. I can tell. Okay,
Oh, I
got
didn't
it.
pour mine. What do you guys? I got my.
By the way, that's for you guys. That's JC. That's the drummer for the Everscathed.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
I
what
met
that
JC.
is.
I did meet
Nice.
JC. I met
Awesome.
JC.
I'll meet you. Well, when I come out to Chicago, hopefully I'll meet up with you guys from the Buccaneer.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to be out there. Hopefully,
And Pat will take home Bill's figure and patch.
well, next
Just
month or
kidding.
two I'll be out. The next month or two I'll be out there. I will make sure if we meet up, I will make sure you get your fucking figure.
No, you're
Yeah.
going to make sure you take it home with you, right, Pat? That's what
Yeah.
I'll get home. I'm like, how did this end up in my suitcase?
Brett said he left it at home. What the hell?
That's going to show up on the podcast a week later, and he's going to have my patch stitched onto his vest.
Well, if I have to bring the vest out, I'll have to bring it out.
Oh, that's good.
I told the wife the other day, I'm like, is it weird if I sleep in this naked?
Lurch, hey, Lurch, have you been searching for any more Eagle Rare? Have you been trying to find any bottles? I'm kind of curious. I know it's hit or miss out in NC.
Pat showers with his vest on.
Is that wrong?
Bill, has Jewel not had a drop recently? I'm guessing that the missus would tell you, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, the whole thing is we got in our liquor cabinet. It's full to the brim,
Nice.
so we got to finish them.
Oh yeah, but there's yours. Giveaways, anyone? I got some stuff. We have to do some giveaways. We should do some giveaways soon. I have some doubles that I have, and
Yeah.
get a couple more channel members because I like to go to channel members. Maybe we'll do like two different ones where we do channel members and then just people that are watching.
Yeah, Pat and I definitely have doubles too. You and I, we should talk about that and figure that out. So.
Oh but I was thinking the other thing too because I want to start doing that because we keep talking about doing like some giveaways and stuff and we want to do it. We just
He's asking
Oh,
about
Lurch.
giving him my figure.
I think Bill and I.
Hey, but the only thing I got to give away there, Lurch, is a fuck. No, I'm just
Honestly,
kidding.
I think Bill and I are going to have to meet up before then, though. If the construction's getting slower, so Bill, we'll have to figure something out. Bud.
Oh, but one of the trips is in South Carolina, Lurch, and I might drive to it. One of the places I have to go to, so I'll have to pass through and I'll either piss on the way back or piss on the way there and hang out with you.
Why not both?
Pat's a pleasant driver. I had a great chauffeur. It was
See, I drove him everywhere. Put my hand on his leg. He was okay with it.
but
We should probably do this because I'm spilling it all over myself.
don't
Atta
spill.
boy.
Oh, you've been drinking for a while. There's Bucky.
There's Tales from the
Say
Dark
Bucky.
Side.
Hi, Bucky.
Good friends, everybody in the
Yes.
chat, channel members, and our good buddy Lurch.
Ales,
Sure.
cheers.
That's just some
Proof
good
of
stuff.
Eagle Rare. I forgot now. It's been a while. Is it 90 something?
So
right?
good. So smooth. So smooth.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to
Yeah, 90's fine. You start getting over 100, it gets dangerous.
Ladsden. I have to go to Ladsden, South Carolina. That's where I have to go. So
I don't know. Last week, Lurch was looking up Flashback, and he seemed pretty intrigued.
Oh,
Said,
you're
man,
kidding.
you guys got a good show
Oh,
coming
Jesus.
on up there.
So
And
Flashback is
Pat was
August,
thinking
right?
about messing around with that too.
Yeah.
That's August,
First
right?
Weekend in August. First weekend in August, yeah.
If I could swing it, I mean, monetarily, I could probably do it just as long as I calm down, because 2 months later I'll be going on my anniversary trip.
Well, and Pat too. I don't know. I know the younger one's going to be going off to school. That's probably right around that time too. So
Yeah,
know.
daughter's
got to think about that too. I hate to throw that out there.
she's committed. Well, she should be committed. So she's committed to her college. She's going to Salisbury University down in Maryland.
Nice.
Yep.
Salisbury steak. That sounds good.
And Joe's son is graduating college next Saturday.
Bless your heart.
I should give Joe the bill. He looks just like him. Yeah, so let's
get this. Yeah.
You guys hang out. We'll get off live, guys. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Everybody in the chat.
Thank you,
our awesome moderator Lurch,
and
everybody else that was hanging out. Nanofusion Music. What was his name? He's a drummer. What's his real name?
JC.
JC. Thanks for popping in, man. That's awesome.
JC, hope to see you again at the brewery. That was a good time. Sound Growler.
And we'll switch over and see what's going on with the Agnet guys, to see if they're still live.
Yeah.
So you guys hang on real quick and we'll say goodbyes. Thanks everybody. We'll see everybody on Sunday for the podcast. We have no clue what we're doing yet, but we're doing something. So we'll see you then. Have a good weekend. Later.
Hey,
I am talking about the real possibility that he is still out there.
I am talking about the real possibility.